So Ludwig finds himself back in some drama again. You would think after the whole Mango situation, this would be the end of the drama. But not long after, Ludwig would find himself embroiled in another controversy. If you didn't know, Ludwig had commented on iDubbbz's decision to drop the content cop on Ethan Klein. He would go on to say that it was an incredibly dumb move by Ian and basically said it backfired on him.
This has been dead for a while and like on life support. You know, this has been in a vegetative state. So it is, I think, ultimately the right call that they canceled it. Because if they had gone through with it, I think it would have done so bad. Ethan Klein did it. Okay. I'm not trying to be controversial here. But I do think iDubbbz posting the content cop was one of the dumbest moves ever. Straight up. That was crazy. I think it was not considerate of how many other people would be dragged into the situation who don't give a fuck and just want to fight. You know, make that video when Creator Clash isn't happening, I would say. That makes no sense to me. It did not help the event whatsoever. It hurt the event. Yeah, I mean, no one went to bat but Hassan for him. But like also, Hassan's audience isn't watching fucking boxing events. What is that? That's not, I don't know. At some point, you have to realize you're operating a business, and I mean, you have to make the call. Like, what's more important, is the business or you know, making the videos you want to make, which is like your own call to make. But anyway, I'm kind of sad about it. I won't lie.
For context, around this time, iDubbbz and his wife Anissa were organizing a charity boxing event called Creator Clash 3. The first Creator Clash was a success, leading to the second event. However, Creator Clash 2 underperformed financially, forcing iDubbbz to stream to cover the losses. Despite this setback, he pushed forward with Creator Clash 3, hoping to improve based on past experiences, but the third event struggled from the start, mainly due to poor promotion, which led to many people forgetting it was even happening. Things would take a turn when iDubbbz released a content comp video on Ethan Klein. The video received mixed to negative reaction, partly because it introduced political commentary and supported Hassan Piker, Ethan's former friend and now enemy.
Oh my goodness! Squidward!
This made the event seem politically charged and alienated parts of his audience. To make matters worse, allegations surfaced that iDubbbz and Anissa were taking 34% of the event's revenue, which raised ethical concerns for a charity event. As controversies grew, content creators backed out of the fight, further damaging the event's reputation. All of this backlash was triggered by the poorly received content comp, which ultimately caused Creator Clash 3 to be cancelled altogether.
Oh no.
So when Ludwig talks about the event failing because of the content comp, he's right. The real issue here is that Ludwig is friends with Hassan, and a lot of his community overlaps with his. And like I said earlier, Hassan and Ethan don't like each other, hence their communities will be at odds with one another. So when Ludwig makes a negative statement about Creator Clash, from his community's perspective, it looks like he's siding with Ethan, even though that isn't really the case. Just off of that one clip alone, Ludwig would receive so much hate just because he gave his mild thoughts on Creator Clash 3 being cancelled. Let's take a quick look at some of the comments he got on stream.
In a vegetative state. So it is, I think, ultimately the right call that they canceled it. Because if they had gone through with it, I think it would have done so bad. Ethan Klein did it. Okay.
Look, you see how fast someone in the chat blamed Ethan for what iDubbbz did? Ludwig is criticizing how poor the event was handled, but somehow Ethan was the cause for how poor the handling of the event was? Like, what? Creator Clash 3 was announced months before Ethan started talking about it. Like, Ethan didn't even do anything. He was just beefing with Hassan, and out of nowhere, Ian dropped a whole video on him.
But I do think iDubbbz posting the content cop was one of the dumbest moves ever. Straight up. That was crazy. I think.
Look at this guy. Ew, Ethan Klein. Bro, you can tell the people in the chat disagreeing are from Hassan's community. Ludwig doesn't even talk about Ethan whatsoever, and somehow his chat has such a negative response just from him being brought up. Ludwig has had almost zero interactions with Ethan outside of Hassan, so these people have to be from Hassan's community.
It was not considerate of how many other people would be dragged into the situation.
At least you can see some people disagreeing in the chat and just saying like Ethan had nothing to do with iDubbbz.
You know, make that video when Creator Clash isn't happening, I would say. That makes no sense to me. It did not help the event whatsoever. It hurt the event.
Fuck Ethan, literal genocide defender. What are these people even talking about? You see what I mean? These people are from Hassan's community, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, no one went to bat but Hassan for him. But like also, Hassan's audience isn't watching fucking boxing events.
Ethan supports genocide. Need I say more? Just need I say more? Even going to Twitter, you see the same shit. Asmongold would also comment on the situation and give his thoughts.
Ludwig being a Zionist. I'm gonna be real. Y'all are gonna get people to hate your cause. You're gonna get people to hate your cause and be against you just because fuck you, that's why. I guarantee it. And I think it's happening already. And that's the problem with these people, is these stupid ass hoes go on Twitter and they start talking shit about this. And you know what happens? They end up making everybody against them because nobody wants to listen to a stupid, stuck up, hypocritical hoe. That's the reason why. It's some retard, bro. Hoe's mad. I know. I was about Ludwig. Who even are these people? It's about the amount of people that are like, it's an entire ecosystem. There's an entire ecosystem on social media that's built around lying about a person and then just proliferating the lie for no reason. It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying. My perspective is Lug thought he was big enough to turn his filter off. He is. I think we need to get more based Ludwig takes. Just tell it how it is. Tell it how it is. Don't go and try to tiptoe around some fucking, like, if there's some weird idiot that is going and like fucking saying some bullshit, the fact is, I'm gonna be real. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. And so anyway, yeah, everybody always tries to make this a big deal. It's definitely fucking not.
I pretty much agree with Asmongold here. Ludwig just had mild criticisms for iDubbbz and it spiraled into him defending Ethan. These people need help. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, give a like, and if you didn't, hopefully the next video is more your cup of tea. But either way, have a good day.